Everything you're about to see was made with AI in under 24 hours.
Playing shadow games in neon light. Two faces dancing through the night. You think you know me, think again. I'm both the sugar and the poison in your veins. Shadow games, games. Nothing here is what it seems. Velvet gloves but iron fists. Cross my heart but don't resist. Halloween ain't just one night.
This entire K-pop music video was made with AI in under 24 hours. But the crazy part isn't the speed, it's that these characters can actually sing. Most AI lip sync looks robotic or way too dramatic. In this video, I'll show you the exact workflow I used to create the song, generate consistent characters, and get realistic lip sync that follows the lyrics naturally. Plus how to make your characters sing and dance at the same time. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make your own K-pop music videos. Let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to create the song using Suno. I'll drop all the links below. On Suno, just go to the Create panel, and I'll open up the page where we can enter our prompt. There will be a simple mode and a custom creation mode for you to use, but we'll use the custom mode for more control. And then right away, you'll see two big boxes here, one for lyrics and one for style. To help with filling these out, I actually made a ChatGPT prompt that you can use. You just have to change the first sentence and tell ChatGPT what kind of song you want to make as much as possible. Let's say I want to create a song about the love of pumpkin pie latte for K-pop female group and also include a rap section. After you send it to ChatGPT, it will help you write both the style and the lyrics to go into these two boxes. Once you get the output, you can treat it as the starting point. And all these are just suggestions for you to create your own. Then we will copy our finalized version to Suno for lyrics and the styles. Up here, you can choose the model. Now, if you're on the right Suno plan, you can also use audio references to create your songs. Here are three options. You can upload audio, either something you recorded or even just humming a melody, and use it as a reference to make the song. If you already created a song before, you can use a persona, basically a saved vocal style for consistent voices. So your new song has the same kind of voice and unique styles. It's what makes your AI singer sound consistent across multiple songs. And you can also use Inspo, which references the playlist as inspiration. It will only reference the songs you made yourself to guide the style in here. So in this case, I'm going to use the persona I created before for my AI group.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you want to see more content like this.
On the side note, to create a persona, simply you find a song that you like in your Suno library that has a vocal style or vibe you want to preserve. And then we click the three dots next to that song for more actions. And then we select Create and Make Persona from the menu. This opens the persona creation window, and then we can input the details and upload the cover image. Choose whether to toggle the persona to public so other people can use it, or just private for your own use. And we can save the persona. We will then be able to find a new persona in the persona library. Back to the creation of the song. For the advanced options, you can hover over these info mark icons to see what each setting does. They're pretty self-explanatory. For now, I'll keep most at default and just make sure female vocals is selected. Here we can name our song or choose a workspace where it gets saved. Once that's all set, hit create and you'll get two song variations. Let's take a listen.
Pumpkin lights in the city glow. Sweater sleeves in the first hello. Steam hearts in the cafe glass. Autumn's here, but I hope it lasts. Oh, caramel clouds in my cup tonight. Cinnamon smiling the golden light.
If you remember the first song we played at the beginning, this one has actually pretty similar vocals. It does feel like it's coming from the same singers. Maybe this could be our second single.
Miss, got your name on my cup, it's a seasonal kiss. Latte dreams, baby, froth on my lips. You can call it fall, but I'm the hit you can't skip. Let's go.
And the rap part especially, it has the exact same voice tone we had before. So it's kind of amazing how just reusing the same persona gives you that continuity.
I like quiet rides on the carousel. I like pumpkin spice lattes this time of year. And maybe I'd like it if you like this video too.
So now that we've got our song, let's move on to the next part. First, let's plan out our music video concept. The easiest way is to build on the vibe and the lyrics you just created. I've prepared a prompt you can use. Just paste it in your lyrics, theme, and members' names. ChatGPT will suggest which members should be featured in each section, what they're doing, and the visual setting, mood, and any symbolic elements to include. The key thing this prompt does is match your song structure to visual elements. I also like adding symbolic visuals like mirrors for duality or transformation effects. It makes the story feel deeper than just pretty shots. Once we have these breakdown, we're ready to start creating our own scenes. Now we need images that look cinematic, keep our characters consistent, and work well for lip sync. For better control, we will first create the images of each scene and then animate them. For this, we're going to use OpenArt today. And on OpenArt, the go-to way to make cinematic images with consistent characters is through their image creation tools. There are two main ways I usually do this. First and simplest way is by using chat to edit. If you already have your character image like I do here, you can just upload it and then literally chat with the AI to make changes on the left side chat box. Up here, you'll see a few different models. I usually test Nano Banana, Seedream 4, and Quant Image Edit to see which gives the best result. For example, I uploaded this picture of Mina and asked it to change her into a vampire Halloween costume with some outfit details. And then we'll have our transformed image just by talking to it. These are the results from different models. In my experience, Nano Banana is the most reliable for consistent character, while still applying the changes I asked for. You can also go beyond just outfit swaps. For example, I asked, make her look into a big magic mirror in the same style while reaching out with one hand like she's about to touch it. And here's what it gave me. It's not completely accurate as I was expecting a reflection, not like getting trapped inside the mirror, but I think for my magical theme, it can actually work. So I actually use this in the video. So once you've created your base characters, this is a great way to generate different versions of them. We can get new outfits, new poses, new scenes, and still keep the character identity the same. And this is how I created most of my scenes. But what if you want to use more than one reference image to create a scene? That's where the Create Image tool in OpenArt comes in handy. Inside the Create Image tool, just like before, you can choose your model. For this, I usually go with Nano Banana or Seedream 4. So I often test both to see which one gives me a better output for that scene. Scroll down to Only Reference, and this lets you upload reference images. Let's say I want to create a scene of 3 characters in the same scene. I'll upload the 3 characters so the model understands the look of the characters. Here's the text prompt I use for this image. The 3 women in their original outfits standing side by side with a soft pastel color background, framed from the waist up. Frame from the waist up is a good phrase to add if you want better lip sync results. Make sure to change the output size to 16:9 if you're working on a horizontal video. And you can also turn on the upscale option so the output will be of a higher resolution, since Nano Banana's default resolution can be a bit small. Just keep in mind that higher upscale will use more credits. Once everything's ready, choose how many images you want to generate and hit create. And that's how easy it is to put different characters into the same scene. But we're not just limited to combining characters. You can also reference the composition of one image and place your characters into a completely different background. For example, let's say I uploaded my characters in Halloween outfits. And I want to use this last image as a reference for both the background and the composition. Here's the prompt I use for that. You probably don't need to specify the outfit if your reference images are already clear. But in my case, one of the reference images also show the same 3 girls in their regular outfits, so I want to make sure that I specify the dark outfits in the prompt. When you're working with multiple characters, it's always a good idea to be extra clear about who's who, especially if there's any chance that the AI could get confused. Here are the results. Using these tools with the right models, you can mix and match your characters into all kinds of scenes while maintaining character consistency across the shots. So now we have our scenes, next we'll make them move and sing. There are 2 types of clips we want to create for our music video. Lip sync scenes, where the characters are singing, and also B-roll shots, which are more about setting the mood and telling the story visually without singing. Let's start with the lip sync scenes, since that's usually the trickiest part to get right. If we get a good take, we'll use it. If not, we can always cover the part with B-roll later. In video and in the lip sync panel, you can animate your character using a video, image, or a custom character created in OpenArt. But for the best results, we'll be using image input only. That will give us the most control and quality. First, we upload the image we want to animate and make sure that the face is clearly visible, especially the lips. Next, on the top right, you'll see 4 models to choose from. We have OpenArt Lip Sync, OmniHuman, Hydra, and Kling is only for video in OpenArt for now. We'll try the other 3 and I'll show you my favorite later. Here are the duration range for each model. OpenArt also just added the Creatify Aurora model, which gives super accurate lip sync control. Now for the lip sync to work, we need to upload a short video clip from our song, just the part we want the character to sing for this scene. To trim your audio, you can use any audio editing tool. I personally use an easy free online one. I'll drop the link below. So it's super easy. Just upload your song, drag the slider to select the part you want, and hit save and download. Once you got your trim audio, upload it to OpenArt. Once that's filled in, just hit create. And here are the results from all the available models.
Playing shadow games in neon light. 2 faces dancing through the night. You think you know me, think of
OpenArt gets the singing motions better, and Creatify Aurora gives more accurate lip sync. From my testing, the other models seem to fail the singing tests. So I actually use OpenArt's fine-tune model for all my lip sync in this video. Depending on the model you choose, you may also see an optional box where you can add a detailed action description. We get to control what happened in the video with Hydra and OpenArt lip sync model. Let's try this image with a different part of the song, and I'll add a new description to create a more dynamic scene. Here are the results for both OpenArt lip sync and Hydra.
mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the realest of them all? Can't decoding hides the truth. Sweet facade, but bulletproof.
I think it's pretty obvious which model to use to get the best result. Also, if you want them to dance together, just mention it in the description, something like they sing and dance in the synchronized movement.
Playing shadow games in neon light. 2 faces dancing through the night. You think you know me, think again. I'm both the sugar and the poison in your.
That way, you'll get a video where they're singing and dancing at the same time. You cannot really control the exact movement just yet, but the motion actually follows the beat pretty well at least. Sometimes you'll get a section that works perfectly, and for the parts that look a bit awkward, we can simply cut or hide them. Just keep the best moments we want. And it's pretty amazing how you can guide the movement and emotion of your character so precisely while still getting accurate lip sync at the same time. Now let's create some B-roll scenes using OpenArt's image to video tool. These are the visuals that don't require lip sync, and we will use them to patch over lip sync issues or build more visual moments in the video. Once you're in the panel, you'll see a bunch of different models you can choose from. The one I use the most is Cdance 1.0. I often find it gives pretty good results. I also use Kling 2.5, Minimax 2, sometimes gives really surprisingly good results. For this project, I mostly alternate between these 3. Let's walk through an example using Cdance. I'll upload this image of my character in her regular outfit as the start frame, and then use an image of her in her Halloween outfit as the end frame. And below that, there is an optional prompt box where you can guide what happens between the first and last frame. Here's the prompt I use for this one. We won't be using any sound or dialogue here. Down here, we set the control for quality, duration, and resolution. And then just hit create. And that's how you can create a transformation B-roll scene. If you don't need to use an end frame, that's totally fine too. You can just upload your starting image and use a prompt to guide the animation. It's great for simple as atmospheric shots or actions. One thing to know is that some of the lip sync or animated shots might come out at a lower resolution. To fix that, OpenArt has a video upscale feature built right in. You'll find it in the video details or under the video tab. Once you're in the upscale panel, you'll see it's powered by Topaz, which is the popular video enhancement tool. On the top left of your clip preview, you'll see the original resolution listed. And to upscale it, just click the resolution drop-down. Here we will select 4K. Select the frame rate. Click Enhance Video. Once the enhancement is done, just download and save it to your folder for the next step in editing. Now that we already have some pretty solid clips, editing should be a fairly easy process. We're using an easy editing tool, CapCut, for editing today. First, I'll drag the full music track onto the timeline. Next, I'll bring in the lip sync clips, and we want to make sure that they match up perfectly with the music. So if you're using CapCut like I am, here's a quick way to sync them. Just hold Command on Mac or Control on Windows to select both the music track and the lip sync clip. And then we right-click and select Sync Video and Audio. CapCut will automatically align them based on the audio, which saves a tons of time. After syncing your lip sync video with the music, I will mute the original video audio track so the volume doesn't fluctuate. You only want to hear the main music track in here. And as you watch through the lip sync footage, you'll probably find some parts that looks great and others you might want to hide or replace. The truth is most of the good ones have a mix of bad results. But I have covered all the bad results with B-roll. Just layer your B-roll on top of the lip sync track to cover up any moment you don't want to show. CapCut also have some great transition effects. You can drag a transition between two clips to make the scene change feel smoother, or even simulate a transformation effect between two, like I did here. To make everything feel cohesive, go to the Adjustment tab in CapCut, and then tweak the color, brightness, and contrast of each clip, or just use the Auto Adjust so they match visually. And once all your clips are lined up and in the right order, you can trim any part you don't want, or speed up or slow down a section using the speed tool, or even go back and generate a few more shots if you think of a cool ideas while editing. When you're happy with how everything looks, just hit export, and that's it. You've got your final AI-generated K-pop music video. And if you're thinking of creating your own AI music video, now is the best time. OpenArt just launched the Music Video Awards, where creators can win part of over $50,000 in cash prizes, plus get featured on Times Square billboards, receive shout-out from celebrity ambassadors, and even win free OpenArt subscription. All you need to do is to create your own music video using OpenArt's AI tools, post it online, and submit it to their website before November 16. I'll drop the link below if you want to enter. Let me know in the comment if you have any questions. You can check out the final video right here.
We have an Instagram page. Follow us. The link is below. Maybe we'll see you there.